Welcome to Morning Chatter Podcast with Chelsea and
Courtney.
We are so excited to have you guys back. Hopefully you checked out our last two, maybe.
Yeah, or three. I don't even know. Where are we at? Let's see. What did we do?
We did CrossFit.
And
we did asking for help.
I ask for help from you all the time with this.
Right. I think you need like a binge night where you go and just like binge like on Netflix, but you binge Morning Chatter Podcast.
That's fun.
It's a
Sounds
suggestion.
like a good time.
Right? Yeah, totally.
Morning Chatter Podcast and
Exactly.
chill.
Exactly. Ooh, I like it. Good hashtag. But anyways.
Let's introduce this little lovely lady we have here. This is Shayna.
Shayna Sharkey. So exciting. Shayna's our good friend from high school.
Well, I knew her from forever ago.
That's right.
Yes.
My mom
Since
used
we
to
were,
babysit
like,
her.
this big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she married into this family, and it's just,
We like
That
to
was
keep
my
everything
plan.
connected.
Yeah.
That was my plan
We
the
were
whole
all
time.
we were
Friends
all
forever.
connected. Exactly. No, and now we've made it back here to this tiny little table.
There we are.
And we're going to talk to Shayna. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, my name is Shayna, and I am a mom of two boys. One is 12. He's going into 7th grade.
Crazy.
And the other, I know. And the other is 8. He'll be 9 next month, and he's going into 4th grade.
So crazy.
And I'm married to Chelsea's cousin. We've been married for 13 years.
Gosh.
14? I don't even
I think
know.
15, right? I'm
My
12.
God.
I think I'm working on 12.
Yeah, so I've just loved these girls forever, and I'm so excited to be here.
Yay.
And Shayna works full time, so we thought it was a good thing to have her on so she can kind of go over, what it's like going back as a full-time working mom with 2 little babies.
Well, she works extra full time.
Yes.
She has a 9 to 5 or 8 to 6 or whatever the hell you're doing.
7:30 to 4:30.
Oh shit. Okay, so
that's
she
a
does
full
that
day.
in an office job, and then she also has
Her side
her
hustles.
Yes.
side gig, awesome business, the Renegade Mama.
So cool.
Yes. So
How exciting.
Yes. Should I go into that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we
So
can go into it now. Definitely.
We make affirmation cards targeted for all different types of people, age groups. So we have postpartum, with
Okay.
pregnancy and birthing
Which,
support. Courtney
in
has
my
those
bag of
as
tricks,
Yeah.
I have the postpartum
Nice.
and the pregnancy and birthing, and Shayna actually gave these to me at my baby shower, so
Love it.
they've been super helpful while I was pregnant and after I gave birth to my beast, and and so
Exactly.
now they have their
Your new deck.
that came
The
out.
new
That we're
deck.
so excited. They're
And
gorgeous.
what is this deck called?
Sorry. So this is the Mindful Parenting deck.
Oh, I love that.
And in each deck, there's 52 different
like
mantras,
a real deck of
different,
cards.
like a real
Cute.
deck of cards, and they all have some special messages on
Okay.
each of them.
Can you read one and
I
show
can.
one to our
Ooh,
viewers?
this is a good one.
Okay.
This is my child's experience, not mine. I honor the uniqueness of their journey.
Ooh, I need to be better about that.
It's hard.
Actually, I'm
we
really-
talk about that all the time. Like Todd would love it if our kids surfed.
Yes.
They don't surf.
That sounds like Bo and his
Yeah.
dad, because Bo's dad was the same way. Like,
Yeah.
dude, man, it's the best thing ever. And he's like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm not into it,
Get in your wetsuit.
Yes.
Surfing's not a sport, it's a way of life, no hobby. It's a way of looking at that wave and saying, hey bud, let's party.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard because you love it so much. And you're like, I
Yeah.
want you to love it as much as I love it. Why don't
Yeah.
you love it?
I think it's different because I have boys, and so
You're opposite.
like my
right?
interest in
Art.
you can do whatever you want to do. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not.
Go where
I don't
your
think
heart
I'm
is.
as connected with that feeling
Yeah.
as Todd is. Where
Yeah,
I see
yeah,
it,
yeah.
it's really hard for Todd sometimes.
Well, it's a special bonding thing, too.
Yeah,
So it's
they
like,
do have their things that they
Yeah,
connect on.
exactly. No, for sure. But like with the cards, I was curious about this. Like with the kids cards or the pregnancy cards or these, are you setting them next to your desk and like waking up in the morning and reading one, or are you carrying them in your bag and like feeling like shit and you're like, I'm freaking, oh, that's right. I needed that reminder to be in this present moment with my kids, even though it's a shit moment or whatever.
Right. For me, it's a good way to start the day with
Okay,
an
that's what I was
intention, so
thinking.
you can kind of go back to it.
Yeah.
Like you start
Like a
off your
morning
day with
routine.
a meditation or
Yes.
a morning routine. It kind of sets the tone for the day.
Oh,
But
definitely.
you can absolutely keep them for when you need them too.
Yeah.
Like I do have them in my purse. I know
Yeah.
Lauren does my business partner Lauren. She does a lot in her car, like at the drop-off line for school. They'll
Perfect.
pull one of the kids' decks cards
That's
to
nice.
kind of set their tone for the day because mornings get really hectic.
Oh
and
yeah,
you can't
definitely.
always do
Oh,
that.
for sure, especially
Yeah.
when school's
Yeah.
involved.
And then we have a women's empowerment deck specifically also, and that's a good one just to set your own mindset.
Exactly. Get in that right mind frame
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
And
it's
depending on what you're doing that day and how you're feeling, where you're feeling like you might be lacking a little bit, there's a deck for whatever situation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I think it's cool because you can lay out the whole deck and pick out what you might need that day, or even sometimes I just like to okay, I'm gonna pick out 3 today and see
Yeah.
where they are and just I don't know.
Maybe
use
focus
those
on that.
3. Yeah.
Definitely.
And I've seen like in people's like birthing rooms or whatever they're doing, they'll
Definitely.
have them kind of
Yeah,
like
they kind of
hanging
hang
up.
up like
yeah.
this. Yeah.
So that's,
Oh,
cool
that's
for a
cool.
nice like
Yeah. 'Cause
reminder
that's
when you start
stressful.
going crazy. You're like, oh, okay, my
Bring it
vagina
back
is
in.
opening up like a flower.
Yeah.
You
No,
don't
for real.
always need to remember that one, but that's a good one to remember.
Well, if you're giving birth, I guess you do, right? Like,
That's
might as
true.
well. But that's great, though, because I was thinking that I always need that reminder to be consciously, especially the parenting one.
Yeah, we're
Like, I read that
really
book, Dr.
excited.
What is her name? Not Chevalier.
Oh,
God, I loved it. It's called Conscious
yes,
Parenting.
I have
Okay,
that one
yeah.
too.
That book is an
Yeah.
eye-opener
What
for
is
sure.
it?
You should read
I think I
that
have
book.
it.
I
Maybe
have
I
it.
have calming or something mindful or something that I'm not doing.
And that's the
But
thing
that's
too.
how
Like
it
I
is.
have a stack of books this big that I want to read, and I have every intention of reading.
Yeah.
But that's what's cool about the cards is you don't have to like read an entire chapter.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
just be like, oh, in an intense parenting moment, I take a breath before I respond.
Yeah,
You
no,
know?
definitely.
It's a
And
quick
sometimes,
tool
like,
to use.
because, like, it's physical, too.
Mhm.
Sometimes you need that physical touching and not just, like, scrolling and reading and, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
or even
instead
like
of,
an audio book or something. At least
Yeah.
this is just a quick little whip it out and
That's what she said.
yeah.
that cannot be
Okay,
appropriate.
wow.
It's that kind of day.
One of those
Whatever
Mondays.
you
No,
wanna
what
do.
day is it? Wednesday?
It's Wednesday, I
It's
think.
summertime. I have no idea
It's
what day
updating
it is.
with it
Yeah,
now. It's all
no,
good.
for sure.
All
Well,
right.
that's so great that you're doing that. But so you started. We'll go back to you working full time. So when when they were babies, you were working full time too,
I
correct?
was, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
how soon after did you go back?
Right away.
6
so
weeks?
yeah, I've been working in like a full-time administrative capacity since I was 18. Chelsea's mom
With your mom.
actually got me my first real job.
That's right.
So I've had a lot of work experience. I kind of dabbled in going to school here and there. I just recently got my associate's degree. So
Awesome. Good for you.
job.
That's rad.
there's a kid.
Read one of these
Yeah,
cards
yes,
to your
okay.
child.
Wait a
Throw
second.
them at him. That's fine too.
Oh, no way. That is so cool.
Yeah,
That's so
thank you.
hard to do though when you're like, okay, I gotta go back and do that.
Yeah,
I gotta go back and do that.
I'm
It's
only
okay.
36, so it took me some time. But
Good.
But you
and
did
you
it.
just do it
and
one
that's
class
all
at
that
a
counts.
time and do what you can. And
So you
luckily, I
went-
have my family support.
I was gonna say that. So you went back full time, and then who watched your kids when they were little?
My mom,
Your mom.
did. Yeah, my mom watched
Full
the kids.
time.
and-
Shout out to Carla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Dang.
So
gnarly.
she was a ton of help. We did go through periods where she wasn't able to help as much.
Yeah, she's
Um,
got her own thing going
yeah,
on too.
exactly. Because she works from home also. So we did use different babysitters. We had some really awesome ones and
Yes.
some really not so
Mm,
awesome
yeah, that's
ones.
gotta be
and
hard.
that's
Yeah.
and that's really scary too, to kind of try like new things and like
Yeah.
hope something works
And
or
then it doesn't.
yeah, having that kind of unsure feeling
Yeah.
of what am I gonna do with them next month? or
Yeah,
next week?
yeah. And then, but then eventually they get into preschool and school, and you got them
Yeah.
in like a normal schedule. And then let's say now they're older, but like
Yeah.
when they were 7, 8, 9, were they at like the YMCA or Boys and Girls Club or
Yeah,
something
we
after
did
school?
a lot of that. Right now they're at the Boys
It's a
and
good
Girls
program,
Club.
though.
Yeah, it's great.
That's fun.
But
Yeah,
but that's
exactly.
But that's a challenge
Socialization.
too. Now they're in 2 different schools
Oh,
with 2 different
Autumn had that.
schedules, so it's
Oh, God.
always
a lot of
something.
juggling.
There's always like you feel like you've got it figured out,
Mhm.
and then something else
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
and then,
Totally.
But you just have to kind of have faith that it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
and you're gonna figure it out.
And just go with the flow.
You have
know?
to, yeah.
Try
And
not to
I'm really
stress.
fortunate too because I've always had really understanding employers,
Yeah.
and I've had a lot of support that way too.
That's good.
That makes a big difference though
Yeah.
when you have like an
Huge,
employer.
yeah.
Well, probably because you're a hard worker, so it's like, yeah, of course, you got to go pick up your kid right now.
Yeah.
Go pick up your kid, or your
Yeah,
kid
and
something
you
happened to
know,
your kid
yeah.
at school. Go pick them up. Totally cool, you
Yeah.
know, because that would be a hard like work-life balance. I mean, I go to work part-time, but part-time
Yeah.
is nothing compared
Yeah.
to full-time.
Yeah. And well, then for me, my work is in
Still
the home,
work,
so
though.
But
I
that
don't.
is so hard.
It's
It's
hard
still
too,
work.
but then I don't have to like cry and be sad to leave my baby. Like that must have been hard, like leaving your baby, or was it a nice break?
I like the break
yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah.
work full-time. But I personally enjoyed going back to work,
Yeah.
and I work with my friends, so it was like.
That's
Peace, bye, 5 hours of go time, you know, like,
I love my coworkers.
that makes a big difference.
Which makes a huge difference. But it is always hard. You know, you definitely get that like fear of missing out, like on the last day of school. If the kids are going to the beach for like after school party or something,
Yeah.
and you
Can't go.
just for whatever reason you can't take that day off, or they're going on a field trip and you just can't take that day off. There is a lot of guilt associated, but you also have to look at the big picture. Like we make a lot of memories doing vacations and
That's how you
family
probably
outings.
cope then. So you're like,
Yeah.
okay, probably don't see him a lot during the day,
Right,
but
and
works full-time
he
too.
does
So
too,
it's like, that's hard,
Yeah.
for sure.
The other day, my son was complaining about he was so bored at the Boys and Girls Club, and I knew
Yes.
that wasn't true because we do a lot of awesome things.
My nephew does that too.
But he was saying how bored he was, and I was thinking to myself, if I was home, you would be even more bored.
Oh, way worse.
You wouldn't be hanging out with your friends. You know, it's all perspective on how
Yeah,
you look
that's
at
a
it,
good
and they
point,
will
yeah.
drive it home. Sometimes the kids will make me feel really guilty, but
Exactly.
we have to look at the bigger picture.
Yeah, well, if you don't want to go on any trips, sure, I'll stay at home
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah,
I
Mama's
remember
got to make some
exactly.
money, honey.
Well, you know what's funny is I have like the opposite one. I have Luke when he used to get into the car, he'd be like, "How come I can't go to the Boys and Girls Club?" And I'm like,
Why do you have to stay home?
yeah.
with me?
I was like, because I'm picking him
Yeah.
up from school. He's
Yeah.
like, Brody goes to the Boys and Girls Club, and Zion, or whatever his name is, and I'm like, dude, I'm here. I'm not going to pay somebody else to, but you know what I mean? So it's
That
that
was like
weird,
that
like with
summer
April.
camp, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so everybody has a different experience.
And a different kind
And a
of
different
guilt.
guilt.
You know what I
It's
mean?
so
It's
lovely,
like,
yeah.
I didn't put you in any camps because I was here with
Yeah.
you. We could go anytime to the
Yeah.
beach or
God, camps
to
are expensive.
wherever. And that too,
Right,
they're so
heaven.
expensive.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I think that comes with a lot of balance. Like you must have to
Yeah.
like really, and then you have this thing too. So
Yeah, and you just have to like prioritize what's working for your family, because every family is different, every
Definitely.
situation's different. So you really just have to feel comfort and safety, and that you know you're doing the right thing for your
exactly, and
family.
you're trying your best every
Mhm.
day too.
Every
You
day.
know, like it's like, sorry, Luke, you're not going to the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
But we can go to Target.
Yeah, we do that a lot.
Like when I dragged them around IKEA the other day, I was like, "You guys want to go to IKEA?" They love it though. They love it. They're like,
Everybody
"Look
loves
at this
IKEA."
cute little
A
home."
couple years ago, Otis wanted to go to IKEA for his birthday.
That's my kind of kid. I
That's
like
awesome.
it.
They have really good meatballs.
Exactly.
They have
Some ice
everything you
cream.
could want. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
that's funny.
It could be a craft day because you got to put a desk together.
Make a whole day out of it.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny though. But I think that's so great though that you do work full time because it also shows them too, you know, that side. Like mom and dad worked full time.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's a good example of
It's a
being
good
a hard
example
worker
of being a
and-
hard worker
Mhm.
too. You know, but that's great that you set aside time to go on vacations. I'm so
Yeah.
bad at that. I need to.
Do you have any plans this
We
summer?
do. We're going to Morro Bay in
Oh,
July.
nice.
I know. Well, I have to convince Todd to go because it's hard for him to take work off.
And probably because he's been 4,000 times.
That too, but he loves
We used to
it.
go all the time.
It's so
I can like legit still like smell it. I can see the taffy. I can see the little campground that we stayed in. I skinned my knee there really bad
He
one
tells
time.
the story
He was
of
there.
your dad like rowing
Yes,
them out.
over to the
I've
little
heard it
island.
so many times.
Yes,
We
it's
got
like
it. Dad
legendary.
rode you
It's like
out
we were
there,
there.
yeah.
We were there, dude. The dunes, okay? Yes, we got it.
Oh,
But it was
fun.
fun. That was like
Yeah.
I loved it too. So I bet your kids are having the
Yeah.
same kind
They
of
get the
connection.
giant jawbreakers.
Yes,
that
the
Uncle
giant
Tim got.
jawbreakers.
Nice.
My God, I didn't know they still sold those
Oh, yeah.
things. That's cool. Well, that'll be fun though.
Yeah.
Then go on vacation and
Yeah.
then bring some of your cards with you.
Yeah.
How did you get involved with that actually? Like where did that, were you guys friends or
Yeah,
where?
so Lauren was actually my neighbor across the street when we lived in St. Clemente.
Oh,
And so
cool.
we connected that way. She actually used to babysit Otis once in a while
oh
too.
no way.
Yeah, and she's got 3 little girls now, and she started with just the pregnancy and birthing and postpartum deck.
Awesome.
Probably because she needed them.
'Cause
She wanted something
exactly,
like that.
and she did that all on her own.
She
She's an
started
artist.
that all on her own.
Yeah, she's an incredible
Wow.
artist. She does a lot of surf art.
Oh, cool.
Lauren Tannehill.
Yeah, Lauren Tannehill.
Lauren
Art. We'll
Tannehill.
tag her. She
Okay,
has
yes,
awesome,
yes,
awesome art.
That's cool.
Mermaids and stuff. And she made like leggings or too, right? Or had her print on
yeah,
leggings.
she did have her print on leggings.
Those were cool.
Yeah, she does. Those chakra paintings are really cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So she started with those 2 decks to help herself through that time because she had a traumatic birth and just needed some extra support and couldn't find it in anything she was looking
Yeah.
at. So she just made it herself. And then as we became friends, we just got closer and closer, and she actually moved away. And it's hard to like stay connected to people, but she was one of those rare people that we just stayed
Totally.
in contact with and got
Because it was
closer.
meant to be probably.
Yeah.
I'm a big believer in that.
And so, just eventually she asked me to come on board and help out.
Awesome.
She initially asked me to help with like the package design and
Okay.
things like that. And then just
And
more
then
and,
as
more.
things were flowing,
And then
you're doing. So you did the artwork on this last one because
She did.
Shayna did our logo actually.
Oh,
You
yeah.
should do that. I totally
Yeah,
forgot about that. Shayna's a little artist herself. So
So for this deck in particular, the parenting deck, she did all like the background watercolor
got
art.
it.
Okay.
And then I did all the writing on top
Writing,
of it
awesome.
on an iPad with a pen.
Yeah, we've
Oh, I
seen
think
that
I
video.
saw that
It's
on
so
Instagram.
And you know what? I fucking tried to do that because I'm like, I'm just gonna do something to make it,
Yeah, like a
so
post.
hard,
Really?
so hard.
That's what she said.
Oh my gosh.
So is
just
it an
takes
app
practice.
on your iPad?
Yeah, it's called Procreate.
Oh,
But I was
cool.
also
should get
using a
that for my
wonky
kid.
like stylus. I'm like, I can't spend $100 on a pen
No.
because this isn't my. Like,
Oh,
you know.
so you buy the pen, you get the app, and then you
Yeah.
buy like a fancy pen.
Yeah, it's an Apple.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
art in general. Like when you're doing art, you're not going to go get a Crayola crayon.
Right. That's
For
Right?
them, it makes
Like-
sense.
That's
For
true.
me, trying to do a little
Yeah.
doodle, I didn't need a $100 pen.
You show it to Jeff. It's like a stick guy.
Look what I did. But
Do you think this is good for
I
more
mean,
Jeff?
looking at this after I try to do it, it's amazing how beautiful these look. 'cause
Yeah.
It's fucking hard.
They look really good.
it was super fun. It was,
That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you
though.
both come up with like the sayings and quotes?
Yeah, and
Okay.
it's so fun because we were just back and forth on text like all the
Perfect.
time.
Yeah.
So it's so fun to be connected in that way. Just
Definitely.
to kind of vent, and a lot of these were taken from like our
Own
morning
experiences.
experience,
Yeah.
like getting the
Exactly.
kids ready for school, and then we always connect in the car like on my drive to work, and she's getting her girls ready. And that's when we're like, oh my gosh, like I needed this today.
Yeah,
and then
for
we'll
sure.
write it down, and then it becomes an affirmation.
Oh, that's really good.
So
I usually
awesome.
need mine at night at the end,
Yeah.
making me twitch.
have
Or
a
like
glass of
earlier
wine.
when they walked in.
Here. It's all
Barging
good.
in. Children these days.
Um,
Throw them a deck.
Yeah.
So I know like you, I guess, saw them on your website, right? I've seen them on Amazon.
Yes.
Are you in stores? Like,
We're actually going to be in Sprout.
Oh, I go to Sprouts.
They,
That's
they-
exciting.
Like in one of those little wheelie things, like where the cards are.
I think it's going to be more in the gift section.
Oh, I'm gonna
That's
go
so
get
awesome.
one.
Congratulations.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, so
All
it'll
of the
be-
Sprouts are just local.
They pick them up individual, like each store gets to pick, but
Okay.
it's an option for all the stores.
Oh,
yeah, so we're really
awesome.
excited.
That's
So it'll be the
huge.
parenting decks, the kids decks, and the women's decks will be sold in Sprouts.
Wow,
and then
That's
we're also
fantastic.
Thank you. We're
oh my
excited.
gosh, Shayna's gonna be all
Yeah,
rich and famous, and we
no,
know
for
her.
Sure. I love it. No, that's really good
It's
though.
super.
So
Super
cool.
exciting.
When is
Yeah.
it gonna happen? Or
I'll be around the holidays.
okay.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
That's when
Awesome.
people are buying stuff.
Yeah.
Well, they're awesome gifts. I mean, I know for going to like baby
Baby
showers.
showers.
It's such an easy
Or-
go-to.
yeah.
Bridal
And
shower.
everyone
Yeah.
can use them. For
You know, I
sure.
was even thinking with the kids deck, you should like go to school districts and be like, you guys
Yeah.
should buy these and set it up, especially for like little kindergartners. I know my
Yeah.
fourth grader would be like, what? But like a little kindergartner would
Yeah.
be like, okay, this is our affirmation today.
Yeah.
I don't know if that crosses the line of like
I
But
think
it's just positive stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I
positive
mean?
stuff,
It's like
yeah.
it's like, hey, have a good day. Be kind today,
Yeah.
or whatever. You
One
know, because
of
little
them-
boys especially need that reminder to be
Absolutely.
Don't be an asshole
gentle.
today.
Yeah.
please.
And
Just
exactly.
today.
Yeah.
Just don't
Yeah.
cross
Work on
the
it
line.
tomorrow, but
Please don't go to
today.
the principal's office.
Yeah, one of my coworkers, her daughter's class, they all got kids decks for like the last day of school.
Oh,
I thought
cool.
that was so
Perfect.
cool. I
Oh,
love
that's a
seeing
great
stuff
idea.
like that. Yeah.
See, that's
great.
cool. I think in the school district it's a good place to be.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Well, we got excited over Sprouts. So are there
yeah,
other
Oh, yeah.
stores? Or
so
sorry.
Amazon, Sprouts, soon.
We're in Mother's Market.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then just little boutique stores.
Or like little things like when you're in like San Clemente, like those little like those type of things. Like,
Yeah, it's
like
just
a farmer's
whoever.
market
We
thing
have
or no?
wholesale available
Okay.
on our website, so you can reach out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
You can just order. I'm sorry, I'm like a beast. Directly off your website, right? Or
with
no?
with the wholesale, you can order the decks off the website, but for
Okay.
wholesale, they need to contact us so we can
Perfect.
get them all set
Cool.
up. Yeah.
Cool.
That's so
My
exciting.
wheels are turning. Okay.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah, there's so much. It's incredible how much like I did not know about business
Yeah.
and what goes on and
Yeah.
how many details there are.
And what
It's
is
incredible.
actually behind it?
Yeah.
It's not
So
just
it's good having a partner. She already had a business, so
Yeah.
she understands a lot of it, and I'm playing catch up
Yeah, I
a
mean,
lot.
even
No,
just
for
like
sure, I kinda-
manufacturing them's got to be
Oh,
a
yeah.
whole other world.
Well, I feel like that with me and Courtney right now too. I'm like, this is all new to me. Like, and
Yeah.
so she's kind of like little boss
I know, you
hoss, and
guys
I'm
will
like,
do
yeah, I love it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
she's the one that's like, you know, like let's do this, let's do that, blah, 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 da, da, da. And then we have Jeff in the back too. It's like
Yeah.
that whole kind of what we went over with like asking for help. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Mhm.
She asked you for help. Hey,
Yeah.
I need help.
Yeah.
I'm reaching out.
Yeah.
She could have just gone stagnant
Mhm.
and maybe stopped there and got burnt out.
That's right.
Instead, she
But
reached
now you guys
out.
are growing.
And
Yeah.
now you're helping
And
even
now-
more
yeah.
people.
And
You
now we're
know?
asking other people for help.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
great though,
That's good.
because
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
that's a good. I want to do that to get to that point where you're like, okay, now we need
Yeah.
another person. Now
And that
you
way
need
it helps
this,
you grow.
and
Yeah.
then you can focus
And
more on the
other- yeah.
creative aspect of it instead of the back business bone of
And
it.
people have different skill sets, and you can use those different skill sets
Yes.
Yeah.
to get
Exactly.
where you
Just
want
an
to
awesome
go.
team.
Yeah.
So true.
Just kill it. Yeah, I'm excited for you guys.
Thank
I feel like this is
you.
going to
Cool.
be huge. Well, I mean, I feel like it already is, but I mean,
You're
I
doing
see it
pretty good.
everywhere.
It's growing leaps and bounds.
Sprouts,
It's
that's
really
massive.
exciting. I know. I love sprouts.
Yeah,
Me too.
that's awesome.
I love it. Well, cool. Well, do you have any advice for like moms that go back to work full time, or something that you could tell them? Maybe just pick up an affirmation deck and get through the week,
And
right?
don't feel
Yeah.
guilty. I feel
Yeah,
like there's
don't
so much
feel
guilt with
guilty.
people that go back.
We're
And
all
I don't
just
know
trying
why.
our best.
Yeah, I mean, you have to just like feel in your heart what's right
This is
for
where I'm
you.
supposed to be.
Yeah,
For
and-
your
and-
family.
Yeah, and just really connect with what is best for your kids and your
Your
husband
family.
and your situation, and also where you want to go. Like
Yeah.
I know it's really hard when your kids are little, especially to go back.
Definitely.
But you kind of have to look forward a little bit and realize if you want to keep working, if it's best for you to stay in the field that you're at and grow and learn and
Then you have to put your head down and go.
yeah, and cultivate yourself that way too. Like you, because ultimately it might be selfish to some people that I work, but I love working.
Yeah, I do too.
And then
though.
that makes you a better mom.
Yeah.
Because if you're
Exactly.
happy
Totally. Oh my
doing
gosh.
what you're doing, then that's huge.
I think I would be terrible at home.
Well,
and I
that's
know that
what's-
about myself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you didn't know that about yourself, it's like, oh gosh, I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything
I
all
have
that
your
time.
friendships at work. Like
Yeah,
my
exactly.
workout crew is my
Definitely.
work friends. We
But
work
that's
out every
what-
day at lunch.
That's
Yeah,
great
it's
I'm
though.
missing it for you girls. Love you.
Yay.
Better go for a run or something
Yeah.
later.
Probably
I
not.
know what that's like when you miss your workout and you're like,
No.
Yeah.
Now I don't feel good.
all right, well, cool. Thank you so much, Shayna,
Yay,
for
so
coming
excited.
on. We appreciate you taking time out of your day.
Yeah, so you guys go follow the Renegade Mama. We'll put links to your accounts and Lauren's and all
Yeah.
that. So go check them out and go buy some. They're
Yes.
awesome. You need them. You need to give them as gifts.
Give
I
them
don't
to
know,
your
I'm just
teachers
excited.
as
They're
teacher
awesome.
gifts,
Yeah.
you know, like in a little mug.
I'll give
An
you guys a
affirmation
discount
deck
code.
in there. Oh, there we go.
Oh, discount
Yeah.
code for
Wow,
our,
that's
our 25
exciting.
listeners.
You girls are lucky. 5 listeners. Just kidding.
Awesome.
All right, well, thank you
Thanks
so
for
much.
being here.
Thank you.
Bye.
I feel like you guys get really loud sometimes.
Hold on.
He leaves.
Should I go now?
I
Now we can just be ourselves.
Vulnerable.
It's all private.
I know.
But I also
Like stomping.
I have like flames coming out of my eyes. Let the sweat drip.
I know, did you hear the air kicked on? Oh, hello.
Because you couldn't see. That's good.
Is that good?
They fucking suck.
I can't look at your
this
face.
whole thing.
I'm like, Jesus, like, how do you look
No.
like that? Is that a boom mic, or are you just happy to see me?
Shut the fuck up, Chelsea. We're done.